I love you, not only for what you are, but for what I am when I am with you. I love you, not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. Abby and I went to secondary school together, so we've been aware of each other since about 11 years old. It wasn't until the last few weeks of the final year of school, though, that we actually got to know each other. We were 17 and in the same class for ICT. One day, we were moved from opposite ends of the classroom to sit next to each other for talking too much. That was our punishment. Of course, I didn't really know Abby then, but being the gentleman I am, I tried to make conversation. Over the next few weeks and months, we got to know each other better. We talked and texted and chatted online in the evenings, and I soon realised I was falling for her. She must have liked me too, as she let me plagiarise massive chunks of her A-level coursework. We would go out for walks at lunch and sit in the park to revise for our A-levels. Then on the 16th of May 2008, I asked her to be my girlfriend. Of course, she said yes. And we spent the summer together, and we went off to university, we graduated, we got jobs, we saved some money, bought a house, got engaged, had William and Harry, and now we're here on our wedding day, 10 years later, nearly to the day.
I, Abigail, take you, Richard,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forth,
from this day forth,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do,
till death do us part,
according to God's holy law,
according to God's holy law,
in the presence of God,
in the presence of God, I make this vow.
As a father of 3 daughters, as you can imagine, for a number of years in a household of raging hormones, the screams of "I hate you," slamming doors and stamping feet on the stairs were almost daily occurrences. But fear not. As parents, the stresses and conflict of those teenage years are endured towards an ultimate longer-term goal. The achievement of that goal cannot be better demonstrated by the presence today of our daughter Abby, a bright, beautiful young woman, on this, her wedding day.
When I realised that I actually quite liked Richard, I had to act quite quick because we only had 2 weeks until our study leave. So I decided to invite myself to his 18th birthday party. For those that know Richard, they know that he's quite forgetful, and I learnt this that night of the party. After sharing our first kiss, Richard led me down the garden and we were chatting and trying to get to know each other a little bit more. Someone called Richard at some point to say, would you like a drink? And although he said he'd be right back, it actually appeared that Richard completely forgot and he never actually returned. A week or 2 later, my hopes were then raised again as he seemed close to asking me out, and I was getting rather excited that maybe, finally, my hard work had paid off. Only for him to then turn around and say, do you want to just give it a go and see how it goes? That was how he asked me out, so it wasn't quite how Richard would like to share it with you.
I received an email on my birthday one year. It said, "Happy birthday, Charlie. Mum made me send this." Richard, Abby, I wish you all the best in your life together. I love you both. Mum made me say that.
Abigail, I give you this ring as a sign of our marriage. With my body I honour you. All that I am I give to you, and all that I have I share with you. Within the love of God, Father, Son and Holy Spirit. So much has changed for us since that summer, but you've not lost any of the things I fell in love with back then. Your persistence and determination in everything you do has allowed us to achieve so much together already. We have our two wonderful boys, William and Harry, and I'm loving bringing them up with you.
I wanted to say thank you to Richard for being so kind and caring and generally trying to see the best in everything. We shared so much together already before this day, and I'm excited to share the next chapter with you as your wife. I cannot imagine what my life would have been had I not been talking those 10 years ago and moved next to you in ICT. You are my best friends, and I couldn't imagine life without you.
There comes a time in your life when you meet a person who is kind, funny, supportive, patient, beautiful and generous. Richard did that 21 years ago when I was brought home from hospital.